by the tightest of margins. Wow.
One challenge remaining.
Yeah, just going back to that, sometimes I think frustrations, Chou could be a bit more proactive, couldn't he? Sometimes allows things to happen in the match, but you say you like him on the front foot.
Yeah, I think he definitely looks better when he's on the front foot. But again, remember, it's not easy to be on the attack all the time. You've got to pace yourself out.
Yeah.
But also, very importantly, be mentally focused in the match, because when you're trying to pace yourself out, sometimes when you're playing the game that you're not most comfortable with, you can give away a lot of points. And Chou Tien Chen, if there's one way that you could consider looking to beat him, it would be on the psychological front. And that's what we've seen over the years. But when he's focused, of course, he's quite formidable, Chou Tien Chen.
Yeah, on his day, he can beat absolutely anyone. He's a world beater, isn't he? On the other hand, we've seen him struggle against much lower ranked opponents. Again, he's found some great winners today, Jonatan Christie.
Service over.
He's content to create the openings. Christie and point, Chou Tien Chen have to put in a little more effort into his defense.
That's a 4-point lead now that Christie has in a pretty crucial juncture of this first game. Make that 5.
16-11.
Reminder again that in the head-to-head, it's Christie leading 6-3, though they only last played each other in March of this year, where Chou won it very comfortably, just under 40 minutes. Right now, he is getting outplayed by now.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, Jonatan Christie is 24 years of age, and
yeah,
I guess somewhere that 8-year age difference has got to make a difference.
No matter how fit you are, right?
Yeah, you know, you come into these tournaments and you find yourself at stage, and we saw that happen in the men's singles that we saw earlier with HS Ranoy. Sometimes it's just not this particular match, but the matches you've had running
toll,
up
right?
to it takes
yeah,
a toll. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Chou Tien Chen has had some close matches, and maybe that could be taking it over.
2 out of 3 were very close, right?
12-17.
Pranoy had 2 marathon matches. He's also a lot older than Zhao Junpeng, so similar sort of story. That's it. That's delightful. That's what you like to see from Chou.
Yeah.
13.
But then also mention age also means
17.
experience. So
Yeah.
yeah, you've just got to play smarter, I guess.
That meeting at the All England was the first time they've met in 3 years. These two. And Christie, who's looking good here.
18-13.
Well, he's been good on the jump smashes today. Jonatan Christie.
As I mentioned with Chou Tien Chen's defense,
13.
that shot was within reach, but he's just not quite getting a grip on his defense.
Now, It's really,
Service over.
at this point, yeah, he's got to
14,
make his move, doesn't he, Chou?
19.
Otherwise, this first game's all over. He's got a lot of work to do, though. Five game points now for Christie.
Service over. 20 game point.
It's actually quite
14.
comfortable for him, isn't it?
Absolutely, at this stage, it certainly is.
Game.
Oh, lovely way to end things. Jonatan Christie
First game won by
looking in
Jonatan
very good form. He's
Christie,
taken the first game 21-14.
14.
Tempo udah bener, ya, jangan berubah. Yang paling penting dari pikirannya, ya, jangan lengah, itu aja. Dari tengah depan harus hadap. Ada lagi yang kami bilang tadi, jadi tung. Kalau mau main depan, bakar sekalian, jangan separuh-separuh, bro. Nah, kalau tinggiin aja, dia nggak bisa bunuh juga kan. Jadi kamu siap satu defense-nya itu memang harus siap aja. Dia nggak pernah ada biru. Jadi kamu ke belakang aja. Nah, itu aja diambil. Kedua, ke belakang, variasi. Bagus tadi, walaupun ada out, jangan aja. Jadi biar dia tarik ke belakang, baru kamu biru.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds. Less on court. Chou on court.
Second game now here, Jonatan Christie with a pretty good first game against Chou Tien Chen.
Level. Play. One low.
He's managing to keep the rallies extremely short. Jonatan Christie winning the points at will.
If we recall that very first rally they had in the first game, we thought it might be one of those because the first couple of rallies were long, weren't they?
Yeah, and since then we haven't seen those long rallies, and I think just for Chou Tien Chen to get back into this match, maybe just keeping the shuttle in play at this point, getting in, you know, those 2-3 good long rallies, and because yesterday as well against Lee Choo-kyu, we saw him playing in phases. Like he was very good, and then it almost seemed like the energy dropped, and then again he would pick up. But of course, it's a different story today. Jonatan Christie is much more experienced customer, so he'll have to at least find some of those phases, if not, you know, maybe extend them. Chou Tien Chen.
Yeah, he's really in the zone at the moment. Christie
3-1.
losing confidence, but that one, Chou Tien Chen, at the moment, he's got to take advantage of these situations.
No, absolutely, and I think, you know, doing it from the start of a new game, I think is always helpful, because then you know you have that much room to experiment. And after what happened in the first game. Also, the second game, I must assume, is much more important for him.
Yeah, when you've lost that first game in kind of the fashion that he did, you want to come out all guns blazing in the second, don't you? It's a reaction to it, and you want to give yourself as good a start as you can.
And as you'd say, just play freely. You know, he still looks very tentative, and also say he looks a bit tired to me as well.
Yeah, those are the kind of shots that he's been playing, as a partner said, at will.
He's not even attempting the defense, and I think that's quite atypical, because otherwise, you know, you'd see Chou Tien Chen moving much more fluidly on the court.
Yep, not the attack either. It's not necessarily working out for him. Victoria Cao doing all she can to keep him going. He's not going to miss those sort of opportunities, Chou Tien Chen.
And a rally like that certainly would help him shake off the nerves. Chou Tien Chen down the middle this time around, not taking any chances. And the last time he went for the attack, he missed the sideline. So it's a good decision from Chou Tien Chen.
Chou has won 7 titles in his career in the BWF World Tour. Fairly decent 2022.
5-4.
Won the Taipei Open, that's his home tournament, for a record 4th time. Runners up at the Indonesia Masters as well. That's nice. Nice work.
Wipe the board, please.
Just so much better from Chou Tien Chen.
4.
He was very quick. The net, he took his chance. He's in the lead now, Chou Tien Chen.
Yeah, he was in the lead briefly, wasn't he, in the first, and then Christie accelerated. Oh, missed the chance. Jonatan Christie. You'd have thought he'd have got that one.
And that's the faster side, as we were mentioning. These
That's
pushes are very, very difficult
watch for
to
that,
control.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just out of habit, right? You hit it,
Yeah.
but then just due to the conditions, it goes out. So it's
He just kind of gestured to himself. Keep it calm. He's had a pretty decent year as well. Jonatan Christie won the Swiss Open and came second in the Korea Open. Well, he's almost like a man possessed at the moment, Chou Tien Chen.
I guess it's a good time to sort of find this kind of form. Of course, it's still a long road ahead for Chou Tien Chen, but I think once he just gets his game going, then this match will turn out to be very different. Of course, Jonatan Christie, we know, also has a couple of gears left in him.
Yeah, absolutely. Christie comes out on top at the net.
Service over.
He's certainly trying to control the net, Christie,
9.
on every chance that he gets.
Four points now the lead, Chou Tien Chen. Overall record this year, 28 matches played by Chou, 20 wins, 8 losses. Christie, 35 matches, 24 wins, 11 defeats, so very similar records there. Seems in firmer control of things at the moment, Chou.
He's certainly using the court much better. That means also is Christie is not getting too many opportunities to hit the kind of smashes that we saw in the first game.
Last game, yeah, absolutely. So he goes into the interval a much happier man, I would think. Chou Tien Chen up 11-6 in game 2, having lost the first game.
他会偷加速，所以我觉得你就是要建立在自己的那个你的打法一定要非常的准确，非常的坚定，清楚打的理论。他那个真正会发的是你这个就是真正的后者要稍微注意一下，像这种两边打比较好。因为我觉得要
20 seconds. Chou, 20 seconds.
Well, Chou Tien Chen in a good position here, 5 points clear of Jonatan Christie. He's certainly been a lot more proactive in this second game.
6. Play.
You'd expect, or you'd want to see a little bit more from Christie now in the second half of the second game, right?
7, 11.
And, you know, he'd obviously like to close out this match in straight games, and if there's any time to make his move, it's now,
Right
because
now,
well, he's got that break at the mid-game interval, he's got that breather, he's got that time to think, and then to come back to counter what Chou Tien Chen has been doing in the first half. I think this would just be the right time.
Well, that looks like it might have just been on the line.
Chou Tien Chen challenges called in.
I thought it might have just been in, and it is. So 2
Challenge unsuccessful.
pretty quick points right off
1
the
challenge remaining.
interval, as you say. It's also a natural break in momentum, isn't it, for Chou? He was on a bit of a roll, wasn't he? And then that interval comes
11.
in.
But having said that, I think he's found his footing.
Yeah.
He's got, you know, his feet moving, and just with Christie now, he'll have to try something different for sure.
Well, he wanted to certainly ensure that Christie didn't build up any momentum, so that's good for Chou Tien Chen.
He's also been playing the softer shots, Jonatan Christie now.
Wipe the ball, please. Wipe the ball, please. 13.
Was too high at the net and was suitably punished by Chou Tien Chen. It's right there.
Thank you. Players on board.
Five points now, the lead here. Pretty good position. Chou Tien Chen. Yeah, he's playing well, Chou.
14-8.
He's far happier now.
I think this is the first rally that we've seen in the match that really indicates the level of these players and what they're capable of, and one would have expected this happening right from the first point of the first game. It's taken thus long, but I think from here on we're going to see a very different match than we've seen so far.
That was also the longest rally we've had so far, 35 shots.
Certainly taken the foot off the pedal, Jonatan Christie.
Yeah, it does have that feeling, doesn't it? Just looked across at the official there, Chou. Doesn't get help.
Service over. 9-15.
There was a big 7-point gap, and Christie knows if he wants to finish this in 2, he has to do something now. But when Chou is in full flow like that, it is difficult.
Yeah, absolutely. Just look at the angle on that shot.
9.
And it comes from quite a height. Of course, it's not Chou Tien Chen. 5'11" tall.
Yeah, he's really on quite a roll here.
9.
It looks almost inevitable as of now that we are going to rubber. Unless.
Service over. 10-17.
Two quick points here for Christie.
11.
Still 6 points behind though.
So there's a difference when points come through a winner and through an unforced error. The unforced errors, obviously, it's easier for you, but that's when things are really not in your hands.
Played that late. He took a bit of a gamble. Jonatan Christie, and that was an easy one for Chou to put away.
11.
way too easy.
Just in. Well, these are the kind of shots that Christie was making in the first game. It's completely reverse, isn't it?
Exactly. I think Jonatan Christie, his judgments at the baseline, it's not been going too well for him.
And now
20 game point
9
11.
game points for Chou Tien Chen.
Game.
So Chou Tien Chen does
Second game
level
by
things,
Chou
21-11,
Tien Chen.
much better from him. We're going into a
21-11,
third here,
one
the men's
game
singles
on.
quarterfinal.
听诺巴教练那边的时候，那个球速其实是很快的，一直来，对不对？那你不觉得像相对要这边慢很多吗？对。然后呢，恢复那个习惯，慢慢生命力，那个看要就是教授战术，得分就这样。如果有失分，就想没关系，反正享受在那当中，怎么舒服怎么打，然后顺畅。他想要把你拖慢，然后他在偷加速，这个是很明显的，所以一定要把自己的节奏，来多扣10，没问题。然后呢，你的主轴就是，比如说你要发球抢攻，
Langsung ada waktu pas. Ya, tidak apa-apa. Ya, ini penting. Belakang, dia kan kepalangin. Oh, berani tapi ya, jangan kepancing aja datar. Nangkapnya ya, ayo. Yang penting siap dari defense-nya kamu tuh. Tempo nggak boleh kalah aja dari temponya. Waktu kamu nembaknya sekali silang, oke, tapi lurus aja dulu.
Court 2, 20 seconds.
Bisa, ayo.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Jonatan back on court.
So we're going into game 3. What do you think then? Which way is this going to go, Apart? I mean, either way?
Either way would be a good option.
But I mean, the momentum in theory is with Chou right now, isn't it?
Play.
Yeah, just considering the fact that he's won the second game and
At a canter as well.
also because of that. With unforced errors, I think once you get used to that happening, it's very difficult sometimes to arrest that. And then what happens is that you get very careful when you're playing your strokes, and that obviously doesn't make them effective enough. At this point, I think Jonatan Christie, he started off well in game 1, and then just game 2 was entirely different. I think there was a change of plan almost, which obviously did not work.
Just snatching it up, perhaps. Chou.
That's much better from Christie as he moves into the net, putting the pressure on Chou now.
Didn't see so much of that, did you, in the last game?
Yeah, it was very, very little from Jonatan Christie.
Yeah, there you go. 2 in a row from him, like that.
Just look at the speed that he moved at in that rally. You know, we mentioned that he has a couple of gears left in him. And this is exactly what we mean. That rally. It seems like he's decided to come out and make things very difficult for Chou Tien Chen, just with the kind of pace that he's going to exact.
Yeah, it really is now about that mental ability, also the physical toll that's taken. It's all going to come down to this third and final game. At stake is a first-time semi-final place for either one of these players. He's now just showing a bit more of that emotion.
3-2.
I think he's going to be pretty much cheering every point now. Chou Tien Chen.
Well, the cheers are as much for yourself as a player.
Yeah.
Because it encourages you, but also heeds warning to the opponent to say, I'm here to win.
Yeah, little celebration of his own there, Christie.
3-4.
Got a bit lucky there.
That
Shot
should
could
have been
have been a
chosen,
winner.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Service over. 5-3.
Yeah, that was just dancing on the net, wasn't it?
Service over. 4-5.
He's got that control on the net again. Christie.
Service over. 6.
And looking at this match, just seeding-wise, of course, Chou Tien Chen seeded number 4. Then it's Christie at number 7. And also the fact that the head-to-head, the last 2 encounters
Went
did go
his
the
way.
way of
Yeah.
Chou Tien Chen. Basis that, he should be winning this match, but because there's not too much difference in the ranking.
Yeah, that's better from Christie. Yeah, we are talking about 4th versus 7th.
5.
Chou Tien Chen 4th right now.
He's got some good results, Chou Tien Chen. Also winning his home tournament, the Chinese Taipei Open. And also the All England semi-final and runners-up and the Indonesian Masters as well. That probably could have gone further into those tournaments hadn't he run into the world number 1, Victor Axelsen.
Well, they are trading points at the moment. Neither one of them can put on a decent run right now. Nicely put away by Christie.
7-6.
When he's moving into the net, Christie, when he is managing to gain that advantage.
Yeah, he is certainly darting in quick. Off the serve there, Chou into the net. Yeah, he's annoyed with him. Look at that furrowed brow. There you go, again.
Controlling the net there, Jonatan Christie, and a lot of points have been won in a similar fashion from him. Chou Tien Chen, of course, one mentioned that the side that he's playing on, it's very difficult to control the lift, which means he's almost forced to keep it at the net, and Christie knows that.
Yeah, and he's now got a big lead here. I mean, comparison to what we've had so far in this game, 4 points. This end has been good for all of them so far, isn't it?
It's probably, would be considered the easier side to play.
Yep.
You get more control on the shuttle. Jonatan Christie would like to take an advantage because he would players change ends after the mid-game interval in this third game.
Yeah, so you want to build up as big a lead as you can, don't you?
Right.
Service over.
Before that interval.
7, 8, 10. Play.
There is
8, 10.
pull back a couple here, Chou.
He's found solace in the parallel play now. Well, if the net's not working, then this is probably another option.
Terrific height. He's got a good leap on him,
5 to 4, please.
Chou. And it's 3 points in a row.
9, 10.
The Chinese Taipei shuttler.
That smash was
Chou.
just hit with so much intent. To be relieved. Now it was a big lead for
Thank you.
Jonatan Christie. Closed it to within 1 now. Chou.
He had a lead of 4
Your turn on board.
just a short while ago, Christie. Yeah, take a little bit of a gamble on that one, Chou. It was in, and Christie
Interval.
goes into the interval in game 3, 11-9 up.
Jadi kamu dari panjang tungguin dia mau ngedrive-ngedrivean gitu sama kamu. Plus dia mau pegang depan, dia mau
For 20 seconds.
panjang. Jadi
For 20 seconds. Coaches, interview your chairs.
turun aja.
Coaches, interview your chairs. Still wait. Wipe the board, please. Yeah, on court, on court. Christie, on court. Thank you.
So, into the second half of this third game, Aparna, what do you think? Because it's tight, isn't it? Chou has battled back quite nicely in the last few points, hasn't he? And now he's got this end, the closer end to us.
Yeah, I think also feel good when you come in, you know, on the side that's more favorable to you at the end of the third game, because that's when you really mean serious business. And
Sure.
yeah, surely be an advantage.
Yeah, let's see how this plays out.
I just feel the key is really going to be if Jonatan Christie can control the net like he did on that rally. If he manages to do that, then he probably has a slightly better chance of taking this match. But having said that, Chou Tien Chen, the kind of game that he showed us in game number 2, we'll have to turn that on again and very quickly.
Lovely reflexes there from Christie. And very quickly back to 4 points in front here.
13-9.
Pressure will certainly build up on Chou Tien Chen now. It's not an easy stage to be down in this third game, especially when you know there's a medal at stake.
What he's been good at today. Chou.
Service over.
That was there to be
10,
put away, wasn't it?
13.
Well, absolutely, and he's mixing it up nicely. He tried a couple of straight smashes, and this time it was across court.
10.
Just in. Wow, that was tight, wasn't it?
He's not only reading the smashes extremely well, Jonatan Christie, but also the reflexes on that one.
Chou.
Managed to get a fantastic return in.
Players on court.
It's been
Thank
a
you.
good little spell here for Christie. Post-interval.
14-10.
That's wide. And now that gap is starting to look
15.
a little difficult, isn't it?
These are the chances that he absolutely cannot afford to miss. Chou Tien Chen. He's missing them by fine margins, but
Watch.
the scoreboard is ticking against him, unfortunately.
Wide the board, please. 16.
He's absolutely getting his control right. Getting a very good length, Jonatan Christie.
Yeah, real trouble here for Chou.
Chou.
And he knows he's got to do something now before it completely runs away from him. 6 points clear, Christie is.
I think the bigger the lead, the more Chou can actually think that he,
16-10.
in fact, can go all out, because otherwise it'll be just too late.
These are the ones that he's done so well. This is what Chou
17
would be wanting to do. 7 points now.
It just has to be more proactive, Chou, because the errors are not coming from Jonatan Christie. So playing that waiting game is certainly not helping. Christie has ways of ending the rally, so the rallies are not going to go long and continue. Chou Tien Chen He'll have to pull out some of those smashes.
That one is out. Now, is this the window of opportunity for Chou?
11-17.
Again, just snatching at it.
Service over 18-11.
You mentioned age as well, Aparna. This could well be his final opportunity,
18.
Chou Tien Chen, to make it to the semis. I mean, who knows? Next year he could come back again, but 32, generally the shelf life of a badminton player.
Well, you could look at it that way, and could also just
13,
considering the fact that
18.
Lee Chong-wei and Lin Dan, while they retired well
Jonatan,
into their
play.
30s, around 37, 38 years of age. If you look at that, then, well, Chou Tien Chen, he has
True, time on his
a
side.
few years,
Yeah.
he has a few years, and it just takes that one good season to really catapult the performance.
Well, listen, he's reduced the gap to 4.
14-18.
Starting to pick up a head of steam here.
No, play. No, play. Play
He
on.
wants a little wipe down.
Play on.
And the umpire saying no. Look, these are little things that
14,
could be
18.
working in Chou's favour now. Obviously, he's not getting his way here, Christie.
But he's managed to pause the game for that brief bit, and
That's true.
that was what the point of that was.
Great reactions. What a rally that turned out to be. But it's Jonatan Christie who comes out on top, and Chou, that's another prime example of where he could have won that.
Well, with that shot that you see, I think
Service
there was
over,
no way that
19,
one would have expected
14.
that Jonatan Christie would win that rally. Of course, an error from Chou Tien Chen. He'll be very,
Players back on
very
the court.
disappointed with himself on that one. That was a point that was
Chou.
almost a certainty for him to win.
Yeah, Chou will be, and he knows now he's entering that danger zone, isn't he? Only 1 point away from match point. Christie, where there is 0 margin for error. He's on the brink here, Chou Tien Chen.
Service over 15,
It's a big
19.
run here. 4
Play.
absolutely crucial points if he can. To really put the pressure on his opponent. Oh. Well, it's gone his way, Jonatan Christie. And there are 5
20
match points now
point,
for the
50.
Indonesian.
No, use your foot, use your foot.
He's taking his time, Jonatan Christie. It would be
Play
his
on.
first World Championship medal.
Yep.
This one, if he gets to the semis, and a short medal, of course, has a chance to play himself into the finals as well.
Service over.
Reprieve here
16-20.
for Chou Tien Chen. Two match points saved for Chou Tien Chen.
He's still fighting back. Chou Tien Chen.
17-20.
But does he believe in himself enough?
Right there from Chou Tien Chen. He's challenged that one.
Chou Tien Chen
Oh, drama
challenges
on
called
match
in.
point. What do you think?
I think Jonatan Christie absolutely went
White
for
about
that
this.
shot,
White about this.
hoping that it would be the last one he had to play in
It
this
is out.
match.
It is out 3 in a row for Chou Tien Chen.
Correction out.
Pretty well out, actually, that one. Well, he is digging very, very deep here, isn't he?
Players
What
on
drama
court.
we have on court
On
two.
court.
And what a rally that was.
It really was. Now, is that pressure now starting to build? 38 shots, the longest rally. Is it starting to build on Jonatan Christie now? He was comfortable, wasn't he?
He's still, in a sense, comfortable.
Yes.
But, well, it's just the fact that the opponent has got a few points strung together now.
Jonatan Christie, 1 in for misconduct, delay.
Well, there's more drama to come.
Now, you've kind of picked up on this in the last few minutes about how he's been sort of gamesmanship, shall we say.
Well, he's just so close to the finish line. Then he'll take the yellow card
Play.
again.
I mean,
to say that as long as he gets...
right,
that-
gets over the line, right? Who cares?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just that he's got the pause and he's got that chance, and we saw him go all out the previous shot, but
Still 2 match points here. Oh, he almost reacted there, Christie. He was very
19,
watchful. This is
20.
brilliant from Chou Tien Chen.
well, absolutely what composure Chou Tien Chen has shown over the last few points. This kind of game probably would have made things easier for him if he had started playing off like this
Right.
after the second game, but
He doesn't do things easy.
yeah. Well, he's still in with a chance here.
Well, this is reminiscent of Carolina Marin yesterday,
Precisely.
saving all those match points. That is good, and it is 20 all. Unbelievable stuff from
20
Chou
all.
Tien Chen. 5 points in a row. He has held his nerve. Incredible stuff from the Chinese Taipei shuttler.
Seed number 4, Chou Tien Chen. At one point, one would have thought this match was all but over. to see some more action in this men's singles.
Well, well, well. That is fantastic. Now, what happens here? We need a winner by 2 clear points. Great reactions. The momentum is well and truly. He's looking at the camera. Come on, give it to me. Look at that. Christie's on his haunches.
21.
There is one man with very positive body language right now, and that's Chou Tien Chen.
Wipe the board, please.
Jonatan Christie was tiring. He did take his chances with getting the kind of rest that he wanted to. The bit of gamesmanship that you spoke about. Well, that was not going to halt the run of Chou Tien Chen.
Players on board.
He's just been playing absolutely splendidly.
Thank you.
He
Jonatan back onto the board.
was looking so comfortable. He had 5 match points. Look at him now. He's very different. Yesterday, I want to go back to court 2. Carolina Marin against He Bingqiao saved 4 match points and went on to win it. And this is even better.
21.
It's incredible
20.
badminton here. Can he finish it off at the first time of asking? Chou Tien Chen. Chou Tien Chen has done it. He has performed the great escape here. One of the all-time classic World Championship matches. Jonatan Christie cannot believe it. With 5 match points, he has lost this match. And at the 5th time of asking, Chou Tien Chen, with emotion coming right through, has made it to his first ever World Championship semi-final at the age of 32.
What a valiant effort there from Chou Tien Chen in
Jonatan.
end of that 3rd game, and one would have really written him off in this match. Well, he really believed, and that's just how much it means to them. And they make a great team.
So,
Arrived. 5 match points. He was looking down and out, but he never gave up, did he? He fought to the end. Fantastic scenes here on court 2. And look at that. Respect from both. But a word about Jonatan Christie as well. How he must be feeling.
Well, you have to give it up for Jonatan Christie. I think he played extremely well right through the match. He had a great start. And of course, looked extremely good in game 3 as well. He was sitting at a pretty position with all those match points, but the end just didn't quite close it out. But he gave it his all. He definitely did.
14,
And
21.
one has to feel for him.
21, 11.
Unbelievable
22, 20.
result we've just had here. Such a stand-up performance, but he's, we said it before, but said again, he doesn't do things the easy way, does he?
He'll take this result, easy or not. Chou Tien Chen, Jonatan Christie. Well, what a match he's had as well. Both these players exhausted at the end, and celebrations for Chinese Taipei camp.
Yeah, she loved it, Victoria Cao. Wonderful scenes when they got together. And Chou Tien Chen from Chinese Taipei has beaten Indonesia's Jonatan Christie 14-21, 21-11, 22-20 in 71 absorbing minutes, particularly in those last 10, into his first ever World Championship semi-final. Well, coming up, women's singles, Michelle Lee of Canada takes on China's Chen Yufei.